Hello everyone and welcome to Computer Basics, and in this video I'll show you a step-by-step guide on how to build a website using Google Sites in just a few minutes with no coding experience required. Now first thing you have to do, you have to go to your web browser and open Google Sites. Once you open the website, you'll be brought to this page here. Now you have to click on the plus icon over here to get a blank site which you can use to create your personal websites. Once you tap on it, you'll be brought to this page, and on the top left you'll see the name of your website. This name helps you identify your website in Google Drive and also helps to publish your website to different creators. So over here it says untitled site. If we go over here and we change that to, let's say you want to create it as a portfolio, so I can write my school portfolio. Press on enter and it will be updated here. Now over here you'll see your page title. Let's just say you want to add this as your home page, so let's just type home page. Okay, now let's customize the home page header. Over here you could customize it to a large banner. If you want to insert an image here, you could go back and select on the image, go to select, and here Google Sites actually provides you with a gallery, so you can select any theme pictures you want to provide as your header. There are quite a lot of options here, and of different types. Whatever process you may need, you may also go to Google Images. You can search your preferred images. However, we're just going to select one from the gallery here. Let's just select a random one and press on insert. It will be updated with our header. You could also remove reading adjustability. Here the background has been a little blurred, so you could easily read the text here. You could also anchor the image however you want. You can make it go to the left, to the right, up, down, or at an angle, however you prefer. And just press on center. It will be pressed towards the center. Now on the right box you'll see the insert panel, pages, themes. These are the basic functions you require to develop your website. Now if we click on text box, you'll get a text box here. Let's say we want to write welcome to our portfolio. We could also make this in any formatting we want. We can change the font to, let's say, Arial. We can make the text bold, italics. You could also put it to central alignment. Pretty much anything you can do with any word processor you could do to the text here. And you want to add some more text. Let's say you want to add a lot more text to this. You could just tap on the text box. You could format it. You could change the size. You could move it however you want by dragging. You could attach it to different segments. Now the next thing you need to do is to go to the pages template. Most websites require several pages. So let's say we want to create our website and we need to display it to our customers, and we require several pages. Now on the first, automatically it will be called the home page. It's just set default by Google, but you could add more websites just by clicking on the pages button here. So let's say we want to add an about section, or we want to add, say, a services section, and we want to add our contact information in case someone using the website wants to provide their feedback on some matter. So these are basically 4 web pages that are available on almost every website. Now let's say we want to customize the website by adding some text, images, and such as that. So let's get started on that. So now that we're on the home page, we want to add some more text to our website. We want to add some more images. And so let's go back to the insert tab over here. We already added a text box here. It's empty, so we could just fill in it with a random text from lorem ipsum here. And let's scroll down and let's see, we want to add images. Now you could add images in 2 different ways. You could either tap on the image button over here and you can access images from your Google Drive, Google Images, or you could just upload images from your laptop or PC in general. However, you could also add content boxes. Like over here you could see different templates. Like over here, if you tap on this, you get a template for 3 images. And the best part about these templates is you could customize the size and position of these however you want. You could change the resolution, you could change how many images you want in a box, fully customizable. Now let's say you want to actually add the images. The one thing you have to do is tap on the plus icon in the middle here. You'll see several options such as upload, select images from Drive. You could also add YouTube videos, Google Calendars, and even Google Maps if you want to present the location of a business or whatever you're representing here. Now if we tap on the insert link button and say we want to link the web page, it said about here. So if we apply this, whenever someone taps on the image, you'll actually be taken to the about sections, which is one of the greater functions of Google Sites. We could apply, let's say, the contact section. Apply. So now whenever our user taps on this image, it will actually transfer them to the specific website that we tapped. There are some other functions in the insert tab over here. As we can see, collapsible groups to make sure that two groups move together once we're changing any functionality about them. Table of content, just to present any information you present on your website. And an interesting factor is an image carousel. Here I've added 6 images to this carousel, and once I insert the carousel, you'll see that it's showing me an error message that one of the images was too big. You need to make sure that the images are in a compatible resolution, just so they're not big in size, so that it doesn't fit in your carousel. Now 6 images are inserted to this carousel. Once you go to the preview section, you can actually see that these images move on rotation automatically. Since we're still on the editing page, it will not do that yet. Now let's check out some other features they provide, such as the button, which is pretty much the same as when we inserted the link. Let's say we want to send them to our services section. So let's say services page. And if we go to our link, we can link it to the services page. Once we insert, our button will be ready. We could stretch it out as much as you want. We can make it filled, make it outlined, or it could just be a regular text. And we could also change how it looks. It can be justified alignment, right alignment, central alignment, just however you want. You could even edit the link however much you want. And similar to the images that we inserted the link to, if we tap on this, it will take us to the specific link which we assigned to it. Now other sections here include social links, placeholder, YouTube videos, calendars, maps, Google Docs, and such information that you want to present. You could also add Google Forms. If you want to get the review about a product that you're displaying on your website, you could add Google Forms to display that. Last but not least, let's talk about final customization, which would be to add a theme. Usually we get this default theme that's set up here, but you could change the theme however you want. There are several themes provided by Google. For example, let's select this one called Impressions. We could even edit the color, like the default color. For example, it was red, we turned it to yellow, green, gray. We can even select which color we want from this color wheel presented here. And there are tons of themes that you could use. You could even customize within these themes. You could even change the names of the web pages that we created and manage the overall. You could change the images however times you want. You can even have a different image as the header on each pages. You could also add a footer if you want to add like an end note. If you want to present your business address, maybe your contacts, you could add it as a footer. And pretty much that's all there is about customization in your Google site. Last thing to do before you publish your website is to preview, to check how the website looks, what the many problems that you can face. You could even check out the layout on mobile phone or tablet. So all you need to do is tap on the preview tab over here, and it will show you how an unpublished site of your website looks like. So right now you're on a computer view, and you can see how it may look like. Like I talked about the carousel, you could tap on it, you could change the images, and it will automatically keep scrolling. For example, if we tap on this image, it takes us to the about sections. So as we can see, pretty much everything we've created is up to date with what we want to present. We can also see how the website will look like in a tablet's view. If you're using a tablet, this is how your website will be looking like, and if you use a mobile phone, this is the view you might get. The problem with Google Sites is, one of the only problems is that the resolution may get a little distorted, so it's better not to put direct text into the website and attach like a PDF or Word document so it looks more presentable to viewers from mobile phone and tablet. Now that we've already previewed our website and we found no issues, we can just go ahead and publish the website just by tapping on the publish button. All we need to do is add a domain or just add a name. Usually if you don't have a registered domain, the Google will assign you with a free website link. It'll just follow this sites.google.com/view and then the web address you provide. So since we're trying to create a portfolio, let's say port, you can only use the hyphen symbol. No other symbols other than that can be used in naming. Portfolio. Sometimes the web address may be taken by other users, so you try to create something unique that is probably not taken. And who can view your sites? Anyone. You could change this to specific people with the link or only people you assign using Google Drive. But once you tap on the publish button, your website will officially be published and anyone can see it. Now that your site has been published, you can tap on this view button and it'll take you to the website that you already published, and anyone with the link now can visit your website. And since you're the creator, you can add someone as an editor and use this edit function if you want to update the website. You could also check out the version history. Like say your website went to a certain changes, you can go to version history. Every single version of the website will be shown here. You could change the name of the version, like let's call it version 1.1.1. It will show you when you updated the version, when you publish the version, and it'll show you what the current version is. You can even restore old versions, like if you publish the website and then you update it, however you want to go back to the previous state, you could just tap on re-upload. There's a specific key if you have several versions. Restore this version right here. This is basically what happened before we published the website. Now that's all there is about Google Sites. It's one of the faster ways to develop a website. Like we created this website in almost 10 minutes or so, and it took no programming whatsoever. And if you're just a beginner and you don't know a lot about computers and stuff, Google Sites can be a huge help. And that's all I'd like to say today before wrapping up. Thank you so much for watching.